Fitness Center has a few wonderful things going on. Healthy Eats, your challenge every Friday. Be sure to check out the Nutrition Simplified educational webinars. And then I believe this next week. Check out the cooking demo. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Step back and give yourself a little bit of space to move. We will be working through the neck today, and we know that our head, neck, and shoulders typically take the brunt of our computer work, our desk work. Typically, we start to lean forward, hunching forward. So we're going to be working on opening up chest muscles, strengthening back muscles, and then working through some cervical rotations, loosening up that joint, and then making sure that we have some body awareness of lining those ears up right over the shoulders to stay safe. All right, let's get started. So we'll start with breath. Big inhale, reach up overhead, look and gaze up. And exhale, bring those hands down. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up overhead. And exhale it out and down. One more time. Big full inhale up. And exhale out and down. All right, let's go ahead and noodle out the arms. We want to shake out the arms, shake out the hands, let them circle around the body. Start to notice if they feel tense or tight. This is our opportunity to kind of check in with stress or tension that may have creeped in during the workday and release it, let it go. All right, we'll come back into center with those shoulder rolls. So lifting those shoulders up, squeezing them together and sliding them down the back. Start to notice again any limited mobility that you may be experiencing right or left, anything that the body may be telling you. I know I slept on my pillow funny, and when you get that crick in your neck, sometimes everything kind of tenses up to protect yourself. So just noticing those things can be very helpful. We can spend a little extra time when we start to notice that tension creeping up. And we know that we want to pay attention early when our body is talking to us so that we can prevent those injuries. All right, we're going to take those shoulders, rolling them forward, and I want you to focus on the pulling down and sliding back. So think about kind of sliding the shoulders through that joint. Sliding down and back. Good. All right, from here, go ahead and take those shoulders and press them straight down, creating lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. Hands are going to be resting right alongside the body here. We're going to take our chin and we're going to drop the chin down, rotate the head over to the left side, hold. Deep breath, feeling the release through the upper trap into the neck. Chin comes down to chest, and we circle through and hold. Deep breath. Good. And circle through. Lift the chin all the way up. Press those hands down. Hold here. And then bring the head back to center. Go ahead and continue reaching those fingers down. I kind of just did another reset. Sometimes they start to creep up. We're going to look over the right shoulder. Hold. Then over the left shoulder. And back to center. Go ahead and just shake it out. So loosen up those arms, let them relax. Just kind of shake it out through the shoulders. All right, we're going to reset to do that same kind of circular motion with the head all directions. And again, we're taking those shoulders, sliding them straight down the back. So the chest stays open, the back is active and strong. We're going to draw our chin down to our chest, and we're going to roll it over to the left side, and we're going to hold. You intensify this stretch by opening and expanding those hands. Notice if you feel anything different when you stretch through the hands. Our hands are incredibly important. We use them quite a bit through the day. All right, let's go ahead and roll it over to the left side or the right side. And we'll hold there. And again, you can kind of play with the hands, open the hands, see if that changes anything in the stretch for you. Maybe reach them down a little bit further towards the ground. And then chin comes back to center. We're going to lift our chin straight up overhead. Keep those hands pointed straight down. And bring the head back to center. Look over the right shoulder. See if you can find a little bit of increased mobility here. When we look over that shoulder, sometimes it gives us like a target. See if you can look a little further. And back to center. Let's switch. And back to center. Very good. Go ahead and roll those shoulders out. And again, just kind of wiggle it out, shake it out there. All right, we're going to be doing a little bit of strengthening through the back. What I'd like for you to do is take those elbows, bring them in close, and we're going to take those thumbs. I think we did this one last week. Our shoulders, they roll back and down. We anchor them onto our spine, and then we press those elbows back behind us, and we squeeze those elbows in. Lift your chin and chest just slightly. See if you notice a shift in that stretch and strengthen. And remember, keep your bottom ribs secure, so belly button pulls in and up. And come back into center. Go ahead and give yourself a big hug. We're going to open up the back there. All right, we're going to do that again, that isometric hold. So palms rotated up, shoulders back and down, and then press those thumbs back. Sometimes what happens when we start to press those thumbs back is those elbows lift. I want you to do your best to keep those elbows close while the thumbs press back. Really find those shoulder blades. See if you can slide and glide them towards the spine. And again, chin lifts just slightly. Hold and breathe. Waking up those back muscles, those posture muscles for us. Good. And release. Give yourself a hug again. Wrapping those arms around. Opposite arm comes on top. And you can rock it here gently. Side to side. Very good. And release. All right. We're going to take our hands, interlace those fingers, bring them back behind your head. Got a ponytail I got to accommodate here. So with those hands back behind the head, we're going to slide the elbows back. See if you can glide the shoulder blades together on your spine and lift the chin slightly up. So we're really actively engaging those back muscles to open up the chest here. Deep breath. And we'll come back into center. Relax those elbows. If you need to take those hands down, you can. And we're going to do that one again. So we're going to let those elbows come open, squeeze those shoulder blades together on the spine. Lift your chin, lift your chest, look and gaze up, smile. Very good, very good. And bring it right back into center and release those hands. Good. Roll those shoulders out. Notice any changes in mobility that has happened in those shoulders. And then we're going to finish out this session with our breath. And I'd like for you to take our breath. This time we're going to take an inhale, arms reach up overhead, little lean back. And then exhale, bend your knees and curl the spine forward as those hands come down. Inhale, arms up. Little lean back. And bend the knees. Exhale, let the spine curl forward. Hands come down. One more time. Inhale up. Little lean back. And bend those knees. Exhale, curl the spine. Let the hands come back down. Big shoulder roll resets our spine. Take a minute here. And if you have a chance to go look in the mirror, go ahead. And we're going to take those shoulders, anchor them down the spine, and see if we can get those ears right over our shoulders. Kind of take a mental picture of what that feels like in the body and see if you can revisit that feeling throughout the day today, making sure that we avoid the temptation to start leaning forward or the head dropping forward. So do your best to kind of support that spine, staying safe and healthy, friends. All right. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Stephanie.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining today. See you later.